Hey guys, Father here, and welcome to another edition of Father at Home. Well, I know this is a little late for Halloween, but when it wasn't, I meant to get it in time, but I had a lot of other things to upload it, and I actually didn't even think of this until literally the last day. And I so enjoy. Yeah, when I was a kid, Eerie, Indiana would always come on TV, right? It was about this kid named Marshall who moved to this town from the big city, right? And him and his best friend Simon get in all these crazy adventures, right? What from from like this psycho North Nancy, who is Windows the boys, and is thinking they're going in for it like that, actually messing up his way of thinking to making Marshall's life a TV show, to Marshall seeing his future self, like to and but like one of the best episodes was like one of like this woman who made this Tupperware like thing set up that caused all these people not to age. Overall, it was a pretty good show. It also had pretty good side characters, include including Waffbot, played by John Ashton, who is known as the original Gomez Adams, and James Marsden playing the gray role. It was a pretty overall it was a pretty good show. And like it's a shame it only lasted 19 episodes. Well, and, and overall, as I said, like okay, now that's unfortunately that's pretty much all there really is to talk about this show. But since I don't want to give you a short video, I'll give you a treat. I'm gonna do another bad movie review. For this one, we're deciding which is worse. What? It's both of these are movies about an underdog. One of one of them is one of them is about this bumbling idiot waiter who gets a chance to go undercover as a master of disguise, and the other's about this kid who is a good artist who gets his book destroyed and then sees like ultimate pranks on the principal. Both of these movies seem potential, but they both fell flat. As always, we'll go over the inspiration, the plot, the cast, direction, and the movies as a whole. Well, with this like forced as the inspiration. Well, middle school is what years of my life is based on a book by the same name created by James Patterson. From what I've seen, I personally haven't read it because I'm too old, but from what I've seen, doesn't it seem like a pretty good idea? I mean, it's nice. I think like at least like we're getting to see more novels based on the movie. Um, Dana Carvey, however, took it upon to write it to himself, decide to write his own his own version of like a comedy film called A Master of Disguise. It was anyway the 23-year-old, and I'm not joking, who goes undercover after his parents are kidnapped. It's such a shame that this actually could have been a good movie because Dana Carvey's really funny. But this movie is garbage. I'm gonna say like, I'm gonna say the inspiration for Master Disguise is worse. I mean, I feel like at least I could kind of excuse middle school considering its novel at least was kind of interesting, but this isn't good. far as the plot, I pretty much just mentioned the plot, so here's more of the plot. A man named Pistachio the Skyzy and Master of the Skies ends up putting on all these getups, including may or may not Granny Nunums and the Turtle Guy. While doing this, Pistachio is trying to get the girl, right? The movie is awful and it's pretty crap. I mean, what makes me mad about middle school is while the pranks itself are pretty good, and most of the comeuppance on the principal is good, they gotta throw in a secondary villain. Well, I mean, and at first I'm okay, he's kind of a good villain. He adds to the story, but then he goes and be mean to the kids for no reason. Even when I saw Dwight get his comeuppance, all I want to do is just punch Rob Riggle in the face. Rob Riggle is actually a good secondary villain. He actually even was one of the reasons that made the Lorax good. Well, don't get me wrong, the Lorax is good. The Lorax is good all the way, but he was so good he added the woman. But it's I don't know. I mean, as a whole, I mean, why would I want to do it? I think middle school wins for how bad for the stupid reason of the villains. With Griffin, Graham, Rob Riggle, and Lauren Graham, I actually think that these guys are better actors than they appear. These are actually good actors. Dana Carvey, however, is a great actor too, right?